And we have some exciting things for you to talk about and to discuss today. Primarily, we just want to talk about Tyler Creator's interview with Maverick Carter on Spring Hill channel on YouTube. Tyler Creator opens up about art, internet culture, and music on Mavericks with the Mav Carter.
Is there a fun reason you're not putting the in between that? You've given him a new name.
Tyler Creator?
Tyler Creator.
I didn't even realize I said that. Let's go ahead and watch the clip, and then we're gonna talk about what Tyler, the creator, thinks about meme rap. Here we go.
What the else do you think I'm supposed to talk about, you dumb f***? About who I shot, who I got beef with, about who I that should be 90% of my conversation. No, I make music. I'm a music nerd and a musician. I care about this shit. When y'all see me on TV and I'm talking about music, the shit you know me for, what the
And is your frustration with them because you care about this art form so
Dude,
much?
I love this art form so much, bro, and there's so many out right now that aren't musicians that are getting treated like musicians because they make meme records or whatever. And I'm like, bro, it's out here that's really special, really aliens, really talented, really putting in the work. And y'all in this dip, these publicly will be like, I don't give a music, I just do this for money. Like,
I agree with you.
Like, get your bag. I love that. But like, when every publication is like, hell yeah, let's put that out. Man, a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 20-year-old gonna see that and be like, man, I don't really care about this too. This is a quick bag. Now you taking up space for like me.
That really want to be
for people who really...
It's an interesting thing because we're in the shorts, in the quick, songs. Like, songs really can't have 3 verses no more because it does you a disservice in terms of the attention span of the listeners that you have, right? Mm-hmm. How do you get people to be interested in content, right? We're at this place where this is a job for most people, and that's how they look at it. Like, a quick bag is like, oh, I just gotta make a song about this, diss my ops, talk about a strip club, throw some money up, and I'm gonna make it.
Well, do you think he's telling the truth right now?
Oh, 100%. How many artists would we say that are new that we're like, okay, you got good content in your music?
I think it's, very few, really. I'm struggling because I don't know all of them, but like one that I was wrong about is, what's the kid on Toby?
Babytron.
Babytron.
I knew immediately as you were looking for it.
Because it wasn't a meme anymore. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. On Toby with Eminem, Big Sean, and Babytron, he actually like cooked that hook. Mm-hmm. He did what he came to do on that record, and his verse, like, he was phenomenal. But I feel like he made meme rap in order to shoot up.
I think he's one of the first in that generation to know how to use it, but also have a plan behind what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's that Detroit stuff.
I need a way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was mixtapes for us. For them, it's virality.
Yeah, and that's the hard part is that, I talk about virality all the time on Music Advice, and the issue I have with it is that 90% of the time it's flash in the pan, and that's what I think Tyler is getting at here, is that it's going to be a quick hit. You're going to get high. You're going to, like, rise up, but then you're going to end up like Ice Spice and only have your core base that isn't necessarily growing past that core base. You know what I mean?
But how do we get them more into the artistry? Like, for us, a lot of our artistry was put in front of us, right? So we had Making the Video, we had MTV Diary, we had all these different things that showed the different components. So basically, we as fans were also being A&R'd and developed because we were able to see all of the different things that artists were doing. We were able to see them in the studio, see them recording. I think about like Mac Miller and all the extra footage that he has, and so many different people that did that. That's the viewpoint that we have to know that it's a full artistry.
How do we get musicians into the artistry or fans into artistry?
How do we get fans to understand the artistry? Because his point of, like, there are people that are aliens that are really musicians, but they're only listening to the quick, the quicker rappers, or they don't understand or appreciate the art that goes behind the stuff that Tyler is doing or other artists?
I don't think it's still like the same sort of statistical 80-20 rule when it comes to fans and even musicians, right? Like 20% of them are going to give a damn, are going to like, Tyler says in this interview, I am an artist more so than a writer and a producer and a singer. And so I'm crafting the whole thing that you're going to, from the lyrics to the production to the packaging to the merch. Like I'm creating an experience and the shows, right, around what this thing is. And so I am a artist at my core. And I believe that only 20% of musicians are going to be that artist, and only 20% of music fans are going to care about that. Fans don't care about what you are trying to accomplish in a song. They care about what you make them feel in that song. Unfortunately, I feel like we're biased because we are the 20%. We are the ones that print out lyrics. We are the ones that look for behind the scenes footage. We are the ones that will go to a show, whether or not somebody's popular or not. We are the ones that will review and listen to songs that are deep cuts. We will listen to the entire album, not just the singles. And everybody else is the 80%. And so I think he's right about what he's saying. Meme rap is ruining sort of music as a landscape and as a culture, and is ruining hip hop, quite honestly. But I think that the expectations are a little bit too high.
I do too. I just wonder, is there a happy medium? So like the 80-20, you already know that you got to make a song to satisfy the 80 in some way. And how you satisfy the 80, nice hook, nice beat. Maybe shorter verses.
Yeah. It's like I said before, it's you make the song about them, not about you.
And then you throw in, but okay.
Hotline Bling. Let's just take that. It's a big record. Undeniable. Right? Doom, 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 doom. You used to call me. It starts with the hook.
Yeah. So
that's your point. Next thing you got is how infectious the beat is. How like kind of groovy and like
Cabana, outside vacation.
It's hypnotizing. And then he says, you used to call me on my cell phone. As a listener, I can say, damn, there was this person that used to call me on my cell phone late night when you needed my love. So it's relatable. That song is undeniable because it just hits in that way. And then throughout the verses, it's call and response.
And it doesn't scare away the
Exactly. So that's the point. That's the point I'm making is that, meme rap it effectively doesn't scare away the and so it ends up being something that captures people, but it is still flash in the pan. You still have to do a little bit more in order to get there. Sustainability is in that 20%.